Welcome back everyone to today's video, and we're going to be looking at the latest on the very cold spell for the upcoming week and some possibly very heavy snow for parts of the country. It is quite uncertain at this stage, but it is looking like we could see some snow events, especially for Scotland, starting around Sunday, Monday, and then possibly edging further down the country for around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Little systems will develop inside this trough of low pressure, so we'll have to see where the snow will be. But wide areas of the country, a lot of areas are at least going to see a little bit of snow. Anyway, most areas seeing some or experiencing some falling snow. So now let's get straight into this video. So the current situation, we have got this area of high pressure sitting to the northwest of the country, and over the next couple of hours it is going to start pushing northwards and start to retrogress towards Greenland, and that is going to open the doors to some very cold air from the north. As you can see, we've got a cold front just here pushing down from the north. The cold air is starting to get into the far north of Scotland, but we're not quite there yet, so that is what we're looking like. So now I'll show you the latest GFS charts, then we'll show you all the precipitation latest from all the models, and then we'll tell you a bit more about the snow. So let's get straight into this. Okay, so this is the current situation as I just showed you with the wind map. So we have that high pressure sitting over into the northwest of the country. There's signs you can see up here starting to push retrogress up towards Greenland, and that cold front is sitting to the north. So we are going to start going to go quite cold through the weekend, especially into the new working week next week. So let's run through this now. So as we start running through, we retrogress that high pressure up towards Greenland. As you can see, it establishes over Iceland and Greenland. We start to drag down some colder northerly winds. Now this is on very early Sunday morning, and it could actually produce a little bit of showers and maybe a little bit of winteriness in the afternoon. Then we really open the doors to very cold air, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a, by Tuesday, you can see there's a little bit of a trough here, a little bit of disturbances. These could bring some snow to areas like that, so we'll have a look more depth in that later. We keep them easterly wind, and then we have that low pressure system a little bit further north on the GFS 12 side, just clipping the south coast as they're pushing through, possibly giving some snow to the south. And then we actually go milder from the west and try to start building Scandinavian high up. So we do actually go milder by this point and get the winds in from the west. But there's signs that after a little bit of a milder spell, we could go colder once again. So that is what we're looking like from the GFS. Now I'll show you the precipitation based on that GFS run. It is very interesting from the precipitation, I've got to say. So let's show you them now. Okay, so this is precipitation type chart from the GFS. So here's that band, that cold from just to the north at the moment, as you can see. We have that high pressure out here over the country. So that is what we start off like. As we run through this one, we see that cold front drops south into tomorrow through Scotland. It sort of disintegrates, as you can see. It doesn't really do much, give any precipitation. Then we start to see the snow showers packing into Scotland just here, as you can see, with very heavy snow for the Scottish Highlands. We keep packing them snow showers into Scotland as we go into Monday and into Tuesday, and then we see a bit more of an organised area of precipitation here over Scotland, possibly bringing very heavy snow over Scotland. As you can see, that does end up moving a little bit further south, but before that we get this low pressure system moving up, pushing into that cold air just here, as you can see. Let's see what comes off as that. It bumps into the cold air and does give the south, clips the south coast and gives us some snow. Well, this low pressure system, it could be nowhere to be seen down there, but it could be up here. This low pressure system could be. It could be anywhere really. We're not sure at this stage, but it's looking likely it's somewhere around there. Then we keep it snowing for a bit in the south, where then we keep snow showers a little bit more widely, and actually more snow showers into the west actually, with the wind switching to the northwest just there as we go into next weekend from the GFS, and then we go milder. So that's what the GFS, we do have a bit of frontal snow, but there, and then we do go milder from the GFS. So that is what we look like from the GFS 12Z. So overall, it does look quite interesting. We're going to show you the snow depth based on that. So let's show you the snow depth right now. Okay, so this is snow depth. So here we go. So already we have got snow over Scotland, as you can see. We're not going to go into much detail on this. We'll take it very seriously. But as we run through into the weekend, we see the snow over Scotland really piling up, and a little bit into Wales and parts of the Pennines. And look at Scotland. Look at this. Here, all the showers, really getting a build up of snow. And then we see that little bit of snow for the south coast there, as you can see, probably going 5 centimetres or so, maybe even 10 by the time that clears away. And then we do get a lot of snow showers all down the country, so most of the country there seeing snow, even into the Midlands and everywhere really. Northern half of the UK getting snow definitely, basically everywhere is really getting a little bit of snow there, even if it's not settling. And this is the snow depth as well, not the snow risk, so we're definitely going to get some snow for most places with the GFS. Looks like that, and we do actually get another build of snow by next week, just here, as you can see, as that frontal snow passes through just there, and that's what we look like for the end. Look in Scotland, we're getting 100 centimetres just there by the end. Crazy with that. So now we're going to show the GEM charts, and then we'll show the precipitation based on that as well. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. This is the GEM. We're going to run through this a little bit quicker, so let's go. So once again, we take the high pressure, retrogress it up towards Greenland. We plunge them northerly winds down into the week. But as you can see, that low pressure system way south into France, but maybe pushing up a little bit, not really there. And you can see there's a lot of disturbances in that. Then that does end up pushing out by the end of the week, and we start to go milder from the west, and by the end of the run we look mild once again. But there's hints we're trying to build some high pressure towards Scandinavia, so even though it's going milder for a time, it probably wouldn't be that mild for that long. It probably will go cold again. Okay, now let's show you the precipitation based on that. Here we go. Okay, this is the GEM precipitation type chart, and it does look good. I have seen this already. It looks very nice for snow as well. So let's get into this now. So once again, we start off with that cold front drifting south, maybe a little bit of winteriness for Scotland. As you can see, maybe a little bit more hints of some snow just here from the GEM, even more inland into the Midlands just there, as you can see. See, picking up a little bit of snow just there, as you can see, maybe on Sunday with that high pressure, with that low pressure front dropping through. As we continue, we see all them snow showers packing into Scotland, and once again, that a little bit of a system here on Tuesday for the North Midlands and the East just there. As we carry on, look at this system here. This is the big system pushing through Northern Ireland and Scotland, dropping south and giving snow just like that. So once again, a big area of snow there. So the GEM looking very nice so far. As we carry on into the week, once again, another band of snow pushes south just here, as you can see. Another band of sleet, snow pushing through. And then we get some frontal snow before we go wet, windy and unsettled from the west. So once again, looking interesting from the GEM. That'll show the ECMWF chart. So here we go. Okay, so this is the ECMWF chart. So let's go. So once again, we start retrogress that high pressure up towards Greenland. We drop the northerly winds down, as you can see, and we slide that low pressure near the country, but probably not really affecting us. A bit more into northern France, into the Bay of Biscay and places like that. And then we go milder from the west. So once again, very similar to the other charts. So now let's show you the precipitation based on that. Okay, so this is what we're going to look like from the ECMWF. So here we go. So as we go on, we drop that cold front south, a little bit of winteriness for Scotland, then the snow showers start packing into eastern areas. And there's that area of precipitation just there, but sort of disintegrates a bit quicker with the ECMWF. And there we go. You see, we do get a bit of a snow event there, especially for the southeast corner, looking quite heavy there from the ECMWF. Once that passes through, keep showers in. Definitely through the west as well there. More western area, maybe the northern Midlands just there as well. Further west, as you can see just there, we could see some snow showers. Then after that we go milder from the west, bit of frontal snow, not much though. And then that clears off and we go into them wet, windy and unsettled westerlies. Okay, thanks everyone for tuning in. We've got a lot of videos coming up on the channel in the next couple of weeks, including we've probably got another update on the stratospheric warmings, because we have had one of them now, but it's not really done too much. But we are actually looking at a possible split of the polar vortex next week now, and a classical major SSW back on track possibly now. So we're going to be looking at that. But also we're going to be looking at the Met Office warnings for Scotland and Northern Ireland for snow next week, and we'll be looking more depth of that where the snow is going to end up. I think a lot of the country will experience snow. It's just when and how much. So that's it for today's video. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.